simply because the man politely declined the witch's advances. He was to be buried by the witch herself. She even declared, "We will meet again in several hundred years." Then the witch slowly closed the lid, wrapped it in heavy iron chains, and buried it in her backyard so he could stay close to her forever. Time passed. Centuries went by. A group of construction workers were working when they accidentally discovered the coffin. Looking at the tightly locked coffin, the workers were thrilled, thinking that there must be valuable treasures inside. But just as the chains were cut, a terrifying scene unfolded. Rolling white smoke began to pour out of the coffin. A dark figure then burst out from inside. The workers were startled by the sight. They had no idea that what they had released was a vampire who had been dormant for over 300 years. After feasting, Jack relied on his faint memories to find the estate where he had lived 300 years ago. He discovered that the place was still lit up. Two children were sitting leisurely on the sofa. Seeing the strange man intruding into their home, the older sister was completely bewildered, but the younger brother was shocked to discover that the man in the odd attire looked exactly like the ancestor hanging on the wall. Jack was overjoyed that his descendants still remembered him. However, the estate's owner arrived at that moment, thinking Jack was an imposter. The estate owner told Jack that several people had come before and said the exact same thing to him. Jack remained calm and proved it to her. He walked to the fireplace and pressed a button on the inner side of the fireplace. Mechanisms around him activated one after another. The fireplace slowly moved aside, revealing a secret room before everyone's eyes. The estate owner was stunned by the scene. The man before him was indeed his own grandfather. Jack confessed his vampire identity to her. Jack assured her that he would never harm his family. The next day, the estate owner, Mary, to avoid scaring the two children, told them that Jack was their distant relative. At that moment, the estate's butler walked in. Jack realized she was the girlfriend he had lost to the witch's wrath. In another place, the witch learned from her henchman that Jack had escaped and rushed to the scene to verify the information. The witch immediately arrived at Jack's estate, eager to see Jack. The two entered the room, the tension palpable. Jack accused the witch of costing him centuries of his youth. The witch, however, seemed utterly indifferent. Enraged, Jack lunged forward to choke the witch, but the witch simply waved her hand. The sudden appearance of sunlight filled Jack with fear.